start with we're going to be talking about you today. Yes, this is a business. We are going to talk about branding yourself and really going to dive into who you are as a person. So how and why are you going to be utilizing social media and branding yourself? We're going to be defining your avatar. We're going to talk about how do you stand apart from every single person that's sitting right next to you in this room. We're going to also talk about how to post on social media. How often do you post? What do you post? When do you post? And then I'm going to end with my social media tools that I use in my business to do my photos, to do everything, okay? So let's go ahead and start with some stats. So if you're not on social media, is anybody not on social media right now? I know I have a lot of questions. That's great. Especially with virtual parties, you should be on social media. So let's start with some stats. So 2.26 billion people are actively using Facebook every single day. 1 billion people are actively on Instagram every single month. And 500 million active people are using stories, Facebook and Instagram stories every single day. Raise your hand if you know what stories are. Raise your hand if you're utilizing stories in your business. Okay, good. Awesome. So let's go ahead and start with developing your brand and why that is so important. Can somebody shout out that brand on the bottom right corner?
Target.
Great. We all know that, right? So what about the brand that's pink and black stripes? Somebody said it. Victoria's Secret. Okay, this one might be a little bit harder because we all shop different places. What about that blue with orange and it's kind of like an orange little open star? Walmart. Okay. So we know these brands simply by what I just described. That is our goal in business. As business owners, our goal is to get to this point that you are your brand and you are who you represent. I'm going to teach you some of my top tips today to be a scroll stopper. Okay, what does that mean? When somebody is scrolling on Facebook, scrolling on Instagram, they're going to see your photo, they're going to stop and want to read it, want to interact with you. Before we get there, I'll share a little bit about who I am and my brand. So my brand is the Frugal but Pampered Chef. I branded myself. You guys, this takes time, which I'm going to also tell you today. Branding yourself, you're not going to develop your brand in 20 minutes today with me. This takes time and thought, but we're really going to do some activities today that are going to help start this process. And then I always, like Becky Adams was saying, I like to slogan my team and my business, and you always want to have a tagline that goes along with it. So yes, I totally recommend branding your team as well. I'm all about team branding, team names, team slogans. I'm not going to dive into team stuff today. We're really going to just focus on you and your business. But if you don't have a brand for your team as well, take the same activities we're doing today and do them for your team too. So my brand as a business is I help other moms live a healthy lifestyle on a budget while building the life of their dreams, being home with their babies. You see how specific that is? So that's really what I'm going to teach you today is how to get on who do you want to focus on with your brand and really still nothing. And how to set yourself apart. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. So the first thing, you guys, is think of your brand as yourself and as an individual. Okay? Your brand instead, sorry, I said that wrong. Your brand instead of yourself as an individual. Okay? So yes, I am Kelli Melo. That is my name. That is who I am as a person. This is a perfect example of some things of who we are. But also, my brand is the Frugal but Pampered Chef, which represents Kelli Melo. So why do you want to brand yourself? Your brand is really going to set you apart from every single person within Pampered Chef. The second thing is it's going to make you unique. When you're thinking about your brand, you really want to ask yourself, what is your area of expertise? Okay? What do you enjoy as a person? What do you live your life by? So this is going to help you identify the correct person you're going to be attracting on social media. And the most important thing with branding yourself is being you. And even more clear, being authentically you. And when I say authentically you, what does that mean? That means the weird, the funny, the ugly, the good, the bad, and we're going to dive into those things today. Because everything, good, bad, ugly, whatever I just said, is what creates you. And what creates an authentic person of you. So when you stop trying to reach everyone, you're going to start getting the right people. When you try to reach everyone, you're often reaching no one. Let that sink in for a second. When you're often trying to reach everyone, you're reaching no one. You can't be too vague with this. So you can be the juiciest, ripest peach ever. And there's those people that just don't like peaches. So we need to really narrow in on who your target market is. Who is your avatar that you are focused on attracting within your Pampered Chef business? So in your guys' folders, there's paper that is about, it says be colorful. Yes, so go ahead and pull that out. And we're going to focus on the color wheel first. There is two sides, so we're going to be focusing on both of these. I forgot to start my timer. Well, let me know if I go over. All right, so here, these next two activities are really going to help us identify who you guys are as a person. Those good, those bad, the ugly, the struggles, the pleasures, everything. So in the color wheel, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you about a minute right now. I want you to write things in every single, I know that the color wheel is kind of faded. It's okay, you can still kind of see all the different colors. What I want you to write in each color is something that identifies you as a person in the season of life you are in right now. Give you just like a minute to do this. You might not finish it, just get it started. Oh, you want me to read what I have? I'm sorry. So these are just some examples that I kind of thought of. It's like, okay, are you a mom? Are you a brunette? Are you a blonde? Are you a dog mom? Are you a cat mom? Do you have pink hair? Are you a boy mom? Are you a girl mom? These are my examples. Like, that's totally me, right? Not all me, but what I want you to do is think of things that are not just surface level. So some of those things are blonde hair. Obviously, that's surface level. I want you to dig deeper. Dig deeper, maybe into some of these things. And this is from what, thank you, Becky, sorry, Becky, so try not to make it just surface level things. This is who you are in the season of life you are in right now. Write it on the book out? Yes, so one thing in each color. There's not really right on right. Hard for anybody? Should be. Yeah, should be difficult. So we don't have all day to sit up here and wait for everybody to fill it out, so I'm going to move on. But what I recommend doing is coming back to this wheel. And one thing that was so helpful for me when I was creating this wheel and trying to identify those things that I couldn't really just think off the top of my head was a gem or a color assessment. All you have to do is go to Google, our best friend Google, and type in gems, like gems, G-E-M, gem assessment. It's a personality assessment. So these are going to be questions that they're going to ask you about your personality, about some scenarios, and it's going to help you identify what your personality is, and that might help bring out those things that is about your season of life right now. So the next thing we're going to move on to is our struggles. Our struggle wheel, or web, sorry, and that is on the next, that's just on the back page. And we're not going to take the time together to fill this out right now, but this is where we're going to really start diving in to our marketing plan. You are a business owner. you should have a marketing plan for your business on social media just the same way that Pampered Chef's marketing department has their marketing plan. You should have your own marketing plan. So the first thing I really like to start with is your struggle with. And this is really going to be an area that is going to be tough, okay? And it might pull out some tears, it might pull out some uncomfortable feelings, but that is where you want to be when you're filling out this web. So when you have a second, tonight, tomorrow, on the plane home, I want you to start filling this out. So the idea here is to fill out in the bubbles your struggles. So maybe one cluster is going to be, and I'm going to use my personal examples, is my unhealthy habits with eating. Okay? Maybe one cluster is growing up, I always had an issue with how big my hips were. One cluster maybe is about money and my debt that me and my husband are in. Maybe one cluster is my family issues with my dad and my brother. Okay? One cluster is me, my professional cluster. I went and got a master's degree in teaching, and look where I'm at today, I'm not even using it. Okay, sorry, I'm just not in the same four walls of the classroom a second. Okay, so whatever these clusters may be, I want you to pull those out and really dive into what are those struggles that you have had happen in your life. And these are called pain points. Okay? So when you're creating your marketing plan, when you are sitting down to write a post, and I'm going to kind of walk through this in a second, but you really want to build your pain point into that post. Why do you think that? Yes, so people can relate to you. So we want to be sharing these little things in relation, of course, to our business, but also as you are your brand. So people are going to be connecting to you. Okay, so they're not connecting to Pampered Chef. They're connecting to Kelli, Melo, and Google Pampered Chef. So we're going to talk about the next steps. Are there any questions about the struggle? Can I move on? Yeah, good. Start here and then so the next side to this is the pleasure web. And this is going to be those achievements, those things that Pampered Chef has done for your life. So maybe it's you have gotten completely out of debt, like Stacey was sharing earlier. Maybe it was you got to quit your job and be home with your babies. Whatever it may be, what are those things that Pampered Chef has done for your life? So you're going to do the same thing, writing these in the clusters of the pleasure that Pampered Chef has done for you. So I'm going to go back to the connections. We all kind of talked about that this is where people connect to us. In the world of social media, people need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And that is where the secret is right there. Is if somebody knows you, likes you, and trusts you, they're going to work with you, they're going to buy from you, they're going to do according to you. So both of these things might not be easy, okay, like I said, but I'm going to tell you they are 100% worth it. It's 100% worth writing my struggles with my father and my dad, or my father and my brother, because I know somebody on the other side of that screen is relating to me, and the comments that you get or the messages that you get is saying like, oh my gosh, Kelly, you were literally speaking to me, okay, or oh my gosh, I could have written that because that was my story. Is my story. Those are the messages that make it so fun and so rewarding about sharing that vulnerable side of you as a person. So the next thing is you want to share, this kind of goes along, but you want to share that you're obviously going to be sharing the highlight reels, so the pretty photos and the amazing trips that we go on and these amazing trainings that we're on. But you need to be sharing the other side of it as well. The day in and day out, hustle, behind your computer screen, showing that on social media. So let's relate that to your customers, your hosts, your teammates, not just your social media following. When your teammates, your hosts, and your customers can relate to you so much more, they're going to join you, you're going to have a better relationship with them, and you're going to get further in your business. So as I'm writing a social media post, what I like to do with these two webs is I sit down and I personally, and I'll talk about my marketing plan here in a little bit, but I personally sit down on Sundays and plan out my entire week of my social media posts. But what I like to do is I like to have my struggle web and my pleasure web in front of me when I'm talking about social media posts, when I'm planning out my posts. And what I do is I ask myself, what have I not shared this week or in a while that I could feed into a post with a photo that I have? So what I do is I take one struggle and one pleasure and put them into one post. So the idea is that you want to share a story that somebody can relate to the achievement that you achieved, and the struggle, put it in whichever way. So, I had this struggle, and here's the pleasure that came out of that. Or vice versa, whatever, either way. So that is the idea with the pleasure web and the struggle web, is when you're going through your marketing plan and you're planning out those Facebook and Instagram posts, using those things, because that is you sharing authentically who you are. So let's talk a little bit about the complainers on social media. My number one tip is that you guys are a business. We are all a business. Do not complain on social media. Do not. Everybody has their own opinions, yes. I know. I have my own opinions. I know you guys we will disagree and we'll agree on some things. Do not share religion and politics on social media. Would you ever see Starbucks going on and sharing their political views? Would you ever see a big brand going on and sharing their religious views? Some do, okay? But that is where you're going to create, if you choose to share those things, that's where you're going to create people that are going to walk away. You're setting them up to walk away from your business. So let's dive into your avatar. So your avatar is basically who you're attracting to on social media. Who are you attracting? Who I'm attracting on social media is probably different from every single person in this room. Who you guys are attracting to your table is probably somebody different at your table. So who you are attracting, your avatar is very specific to you. So that's kind of what we're going to dive into next. Is the person you are attracting, you need to be super crystal clear with who it is. You need to know their profile, their history, and I'm going to give you an example of this in a second. You need to know their personality traits. You need to know their wants. You need to know what they're spending money on. Who is this person that you are trying to attract in your business on social media? So I already mentioned the gem and color personality assessment. That helps a lot. I will give my examples. I'm a ruby red, and what that means is I'm a go-getter. I'm ambitious. I am a goal setter. I am very direct. I'm a leader. And this is the person that I'm speaking to when I'm creating my post. Almost always your avatar is you. Almost always. So when I'm writing those posts, I'm going to be using those words for my personality assessment in my post. Go-getters, ambitious, using those adjectives that come up in that personality assessment to help support my posts that I'm creating. So the next thing that I did was I created Eileen, who is my middle name. That's my real name. Found this random, I hope nobody knows it, girl. Found this random photo on Google. That's my sister, yeah, I know. I don't have a sister. So it's my random photo I found on Google, and I wrote the things down of the person that I envision in my mind. Every single time I'm writing a post, I'm thinking of Eileen. So I'm thinking of a 27-year-old girl, college educated. She's a previous or current teacher or educator. She's newly married. She's a mom or soon-to-be mom. Her history, she comes from a working-class family, went into debt for a diploma. She's a spender, she loves food. Her personality traits, she's ambitious, she's a leader, likes to be in control, self-starter, lifelong learner, strong-willed, and be bossy, energetic and enthusiastic, and prefers to be at home. Her wants, abundance, prosperity, to be debt-free, to travel, to be home with her babies, to be an influencer, have an impact on the world, and the ability to lead others. And what does she spend money on? She spends money on natural products, Apple products, cute things like water bottles, leggings and loungewear, clothes from Ross, Marshalls, and clearance stores, Amazon, and more. What do all those things, if you know me, what do all those things tell you about me? So those are very similar to me. And as I was doing this, for this presentation, I kind of went back to this, and I was looking at my directors and the people on my team, and I was like, are they Eileen's? I will tell you, I have a lot of pregnant or new moms. I have a lot of directors that are educators. I have a lot that are wanting to leave their jobs or happy in their jobs. I have a lot of people that attribute to these things right here. So that tells me what I'm putting on social media with the focus of Eileen in my head is working. I always get the question, Kelly, how do you plan? What do you post? What do you say? So we're going to talk about creating content and photos. And the most important thing I can tell you is do not post just to post. Okay? I'm going to dive into my top tips on creating content. I didn't write them all out, but I can share them if you want to. Written down. But what I have done for you guys is I've shared a week of content for you guys. So take a screenshot of this. And these are your posts for next week. I encourage each and every one of you to use these ideas that I've written down and in some way, shape, or form relate it to you, your avatar, and try at least to post these next week on your social media. You have the ideas right there. Of course, you have to make them your own and who you are.
Can you read just the title of each one? It's hard to read.
Yep. So Sunday is an inspirational post. Share what you're looking forward to this week. Monday is a promo post, so share why you chose your business name and what it means to you. Tuesday, behind the scenes, what are you working on this week that you can share a progress update on? Wednesday is a vulnerable post, share what you'd rather be doing right now. Thursday, celebratory post, anything exciting here this month, share it. Friday, did you meet your monthly goal? Get vulnerable, share why or why not. And I would tweak that even more and make it inspirational. Saturday, summarize the month of February for you in 3 words. And create a story out of it. So I'm going to give you really tangible things right now about how to create your content for your social media. The biggest thing nowadays with social media is quality over quantity. So you really want to work on making quality posts that have a story that people can see the real, the raw, behind the scenes of your life. And I know that sharing the behind the scenes and the vulnerable side is hard. I've said that a few times. The most successful people I've seen on social media are super vulnerable. They're willing to share those hard things. So number one great post every single day. One great post. When you're looking at the image that you're posting, does it match your brand? So specifically to Instagram, which we're going to kind of dive into a little bit, Instagram is all about aesthetics. So if you look at your feed should be similar colors, similar things. We're going to kind of go over that in a second. But even on Facebook, does your image match your brand? And if it does not, you can still share it, but share it in your stories. Does anybody not know what stories is? Okay. Okay. So stories, make sure I don't make this later. Okay, so stories are basically, so Facebook, you post But stories is really sharing the behind the scenes of your life, right? So it's I'm going to take a really quick video. Here's a perfect example using a product that's telling a story. Every Monday morning, me and my boys, I'm home full-time with my boys, 1-year-old and 3-year-old, and every morning we make pancakes using the, I don't know why I'm doing this, using the blender mixer, whatever the name of it is. And I'm better, don't worry, I'm better. Okay, so as I'm making the pancakes, I'm basically videoing my son, pumping it up and down, mixing it, and it's all in my stories instead of me posting a video on my Facebook page. So my stories, and then the great thing about stories is there's things that you can ask people to interact with. So like polls, or ask me anything questions, or lots of different things. You can add GIFs to it, you can add photos of our videos, make it really pretty. I think that I'm not going to dive into how to use stories today, but really, if you have not, you can follow me and watch me on my stories. You can watch other people, go to Instagram or Facebook, watch other people that do stories in general, specifically business owners, and just watch how they do it. Google, what is a story? How do I do it? How do I post one? Where do I get the stories? You know, use Google, stuff in your friend. So, going over that last one really quick, does your image match your brand? And if not, put it in your stories. Number 3, does your post tell a story and share who you are? So you are the director of your TV show. So what I want you to do, instead of sharing, oh, this is an air fryer, this is a mix and chop, I want you to be constantly telling your story of your TV show. Every single day, in every single day. You want people to go, and maybe you guys can say, oh yeah, I'm listening. Type in somebody's name that you want to go follow or see what they're up to. Does anybody have somebody that they follow on social media and they're like, oh yeah, I type in their name almost every day. I do at least. So that's what your goal is that you want people to type your name in and say, oh my gosh, I'm going to go see what Kelly's doing today. Are you speaking to the right people? What are you selling when you're writing your posts? So we're not selling, and I'm sorry, this is wrong to say, we're not selling a product, you guys. We're selling a lifestyle, and we're selling a solution. So I personally try to keep Pampered Chef's logos out of all of my photos. It doesn't happen every single photo. So. And some people are like, what? Why? Why would you do that? Because I get more messages and individual interaction with people asking, oh my gosh, what is that? What are you making? That looks so good. That tool looks amazing. What is it? So I'm getting more interaction one-on-one with people than, no, I'm not sorry. Okay, interaction one-on-one. Are you being authentically you? Or are you trying to be like every other Pampered Chef consultant? And then the last thing that really helps me is, what do I like to see in my in social media? What do I like to follow? I want to be delivering that same thing. I'm going to speed through these, okay? Okay, so your brand board. This is basically how you develop your brand and your consistency within your photos and your videos and your stories. So you obviously want to have a similar color scheme in all your photos. You want to be using the same preset. A preset is a filter upgraded. I personally buy my presets on the perfectpresets.com. They're $5. It makes all my photos pretty. Everybody asks, oh my gosh, how do you take these photos? I take a photo and I put the preset on it. You want to have a consistent video format. So I'm going to share some of my things that are what I use in a second. But just consistency. So a lot of my videos look similar because I want to create that consistency. And then you want to be using consistent fonts as well. All right, so marketing plan. When you're scheduling out your marketing plan, you really get what you post for. Okay, so like I said before, you want to show the hustle. You want to show the behind the scenes work, because then when you have somebody join your team, they're going to see you hustling, knowing that it's going to take work to build business. Instead of trying to cover up the hustle, they're going to think that this is just a be rich quick scheme. showing that hustle, that you're actually working hard to build this life that you guys are, that we're all building together, that is where you're going to be getting the right people. Next, think of posting as your paycheck. One quality post every single day, you're going to, again, that effect will start building in. And then your stories, promoting your solutions in your lifestyle every single day in your stories. So these are my social media tools. I'm sorry about the PowerPoint, but I use iMovie for my videos. I use Lightroom for my presets, that's basically to edit photos. I use Filmmaker Pro to write over videos, add words on videos. This might be good just to take a photo of this, but Mojo on stories. PicMonkey is how I edit my photos, basically I make my team boards and everything. Planoly and Caption Writer are great for Instagram. Cleaner is a great app for Instagram as well to clean out those followers that don't follow you. Ring light is great just to have natural light when you're taking a photo. I'm going to have selfie stick or a tripod with a remote so that every photo is not a selfie. Setting up a tripod, I have a remote in my hand, I'm going to pose whatever and smile and take a real picture. So this is probably a lot of information, and this is probably a lot of information that went over some of your guys' heads. And I'm not looking at anyone specific. I just heard that. I saw it. So what I want to tell you is with social media, take it one day at a time, take it one step at a time. Okay? The most important thing, and really the secret, is to build trust, be relatable, be consistent, and grow your network every single day. It doesn't matter what network you're using, Facebook or Instagram, grow your network every single day.